Hi, welcome in. I bring it every day, and I apologize that I'm starting very early, but I have to do a quick video and then go out later during my normal starting time for some of the cooking. So anyway, I just wanted to let you all know that I um, I got a request to do pancakes because last week we did waffles, so I got a request to do pancakes. And I'm just going to show you the scratch pancakes that I do just by myself. And normally we just sort of do these for funsies, but I'm also going to show you how to do some gluten-free pancakes. All right. So anyway, come on in and I'm going to just get started. I'm going to start measuring and I'm going to go through the basic recipe. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'll show you this. I'm bringing this straight out of a cookbook. And last week, if you all were here, there's Samoan Watchman and Bud Files. Let me put you up on the screen. All right, the Bud Files, welcome in. So anyway, I have to do this kind of early. I'm late. Oh, I was at 1 o'clock. I got in there. Hey, Cuppy, thanks for having me. And there's Carol, welcome. All right. And there's Mater's Workshop. Thank you for coming. I don't know if that's Crystal and or Mater, but thank you. Thank you. And everyone's saying hello, hello. And you want your money back. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to ask what for. I don't know. And there's Dark Sky. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm going to show you the recipe. I'm going to put this under the camera, and hopefully it's not backwards, but let's take a look. So I'm using my grandmother's old cookbook. It's called, oh boy, I can't even see the title. It's the Meta Given cookbook. And this is originally, I think it came out in 1925 or something like that. It's had multiple reprints and etc. And I'll put that into the Sneezy Sleeping. Oh, okay, poor thing. Aw, okay. Well, like I said, she can check out. Oh, there's Kimberly Ray. Welcome. All right. So anyway, so here's the recipe. I'm just going to put this here, see if you can see. It may be hard to see. But anyway, they call it griddle cakes. And like I said, this cookbook, if you can find it, is really helpful because it shows you how to do almost everything, right? So they have this basic griddle cakes recipe, and it's 2 cups of flour, 5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. And I don't know if that's readable. It's really hard. I'm going to try to see if I can get it a little closer. So 2 cups of flour, 5 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 eggs, 2 cups of milk, 1/3 a cup of melted shortening or butter. Okay. So I usually make half because there's only 2 of us. And these are really, really simple. So I have the baking powder. I have the measuring cups. Let me just grab these for a second. Sorry about my arm there. All right. So I got these fancy measuring cups from one of the discount stores. And these are really good because it has the quarter cup. You know, it has everything measured. And this is really good for measuring. Now, usually, you have those plastic ones and everything. But these are just good because they all stack. So I would highly recommend these if you see these anywhere. Fancy stores like Williams-Sonoma have them. But they're also really good for, non-fancy stores. All right. So like I said, I'm going to do a half a recipe. And the first thing that I like to do when I start is I like to sift the flour. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. And actually, Moses, I'm going to give you the gloves. And I'll have you just cut. So I have some andouille sausage that I just put together. And I'm just going to, just saute it in this pan here. And the pancakes are going to go in this pan. All right. So here's a knife. Let me give you a knife. So my husband's going to do the sausage. And this is just a little serving. And actually, can you hand me that? And I'll show you what the andouille, I'll just show them what it is. Now, if you guys, I don't know if you're into andouille sausage, but this is like a New Orleans thing. And so this is what it looks like. It looks very similar to kielbasa, but we like andouille. Sometimes I like andouille sausage. It's very hot. It's got a lot of pepper. And I just use it just for funsies. So my husband's going to cut this up. And I'm just going to saute it in this pan here. All right, so I'm just going to start the heat just a little bit in the back. I'm going to put this on medium. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sift the flour. All right. So here's my flour. And usually what you do with all these recipes, in my opinion, is you separate the, you try to separate the wet from the dry. And that's the best way to go. So now, is anybody here have gluten issues? And I always like, or gluten allergies. I always like to ask that question. Samoan Watchman saying, "Hey, Moses."
What's up?
He's like, he's hiding. He's on the other side of the counter. But anyway, so we'll see how this goes. All right. So let me grab the 1 cup here. I always forget which one is the 1 cup. Because this one goes up to, yeah, I think actually I got this from, I think this is Walmart. I don't know if you can see on the inside, but it's the measuring is labeled right there. And so you measure up until this line. So this is actually probably better for wet measurements because it has the little lip on it so you can pour it. So anyway, but I'm going to just use this for funsies and see how this goes. But I'm going to just make half the recipe. So normally it calls for 2 cups. And then when you finish, forget what you end up with, how many you get. It doesn't say. Let me see if I have to go to the next page. How many servings? Oh, it says 25. I don't think I've ever had 25 pancakes. But anyway, so anyway, what I'm doing is I'm just taking the flour and just putting it in here. And I'm going to try to see if I can pull this a little closer, get in the shot here. So sorry about me being over here. But I don't want to put flour on my computer. So that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay. And then what I like to do is just sift it. So I got the measure, almost a cup here. Now, what I just learned, gluten, let's see. Okay. It tastes good to me. Very funny. Samoan Watchman. Yeah, gluten. Yeah. So anyway, but somebody asked me about gluten-free, and the only thing that I just learned something, and I want to share with everybody. But anyway, here's my 1 cup of flour. So it's in there. Let me just put it over there. There's the 1 cup of flour. So now, this is in my shot. This is hard when you've got multiple this guy. Yeah, it's hot, so be careful. No, yeah, I was starting to warm it. Use the handle. Yeah. Yeah, you can put that aside. There you go. That's good. Yep. That's perfect. Okay. So anyway, now this thing, I'll just do this. Okay, yeah, we can see that. So I'm just going to sift it. So I have a sifter. And what this does is this gets the, sometimes there's, sometimes there's, what's the word I'm trying to say? You might find weird stuff in the flour. I'll just put it that way. Whether it's some insect, that kind of thing. So this just gets all the, and then sometimes you get these flour balls. And I do this on all my videos. And I don't know if you can see that, but there's just a few flour balls in there. And that I just remove. But here's my 1 cup of flour. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay. So we got that. All right. Okay. So, all right. So there's the flour. Then we need the baking powder. And the baking powder, it says you need 5. So I'm going to do 2.5 teaspoons. And I just use the measuring spoons. And this baking powder that I have is nice because it has the nice little lid in there. Now you use a lot of baking powder. It's the leavening agent. And what it does is it just makes them really puffy, gives them a little bit. Oh, there's Backlash. Good to see you. Hey. So there's 2. I'm going to do 1/2. And I'm just sort of estimating this one. So a little bit more there. Okay. So we're at the end of this. I can't believe I used all this baking powder. I'm at the end. All right, let me hand you that. All right, so there's the baking powder. All right, so flour. So I'm doing a cup of flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I just sort of estimate the salt. I'm just pulling it out of the salt shaker. Now, this probably isn't the best way, but with pancakes, it's not that bad. You can sort of guess. Oh, there's Susan. Yay. Good to see you. So I'm going to use like 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm sort of estimating there. Okay. So that's like 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I forget what salt does, but it's also part of the leavening process too, I believe. Okay. All right. So there's the salt. And then I need 3 tablespoons of sugar, or 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. So I'm going to hand you this. Let me give you this. Put the lid back on that guy. Thank you. My sous chef. All right. And I have a sugar container, and I just think it's easier to keep everything in here. And there's a measuring cup here. But this one, I only need a tablespoon, like a tablespoon and a half of sugar, because I'm cutting the recipe in half. So let's see, tablespoon. Okay, here we go. So I need, and this is like a half so I need a tablespoon and a half. So this is a half, and then this is 1 and half. Okay, so that's the sugar. So these don't have a whole lot of sugar in them. And then I need 1 egg. 1 egg and 1 cup of milk. All right. So now what you can do is you can separate the eggs. You know, you don't have to separate the eggs, but I always like to make sure that the eggs get beaten. So I like to use another bowl and break the eggs into it and then beat it. So I'm going to do that right now. So let me see if you can see. Let me get over here. Yep. All right, so there's the egg. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this to my husband. Sorry. Mm-hmm. And I just beat it with a fork. Or you could use, you know, one of those things called whisks. You could use a whisk. But I just beat it with a fork. So there's the egg. And then I need, a 1/3 cup of shortening. Okay. Now it's over there. Yeah, right there. Moses. Behind the mixer. Right there. Yep, thank you. So I'm going to get the 1/3 cup. I need 1/3. So I need half of 1/3. So I'm really doing some crazy stuff here. Half of 1/3. Yeah. Half of 1/3. Yeah. Now, the other thing that you can do to save time with the, let me get another straw there. One of the things that you can do to save like some calories is you can use the equal measurement of, instead of using the oil, you can use the, what is that called? My word. Instead of using the oil, you can use applesauce. Yeah. And I think that's a useful thing that you can do. And my sister does that a lot. She does the, she doesn't like to use the oil. And then I need 1 cup of milk. That's the only thing I forgot. 1 cup of milk. So this is it. So this is basically the recipe. It's pretty much here, minus the cup of milk. So let's see. Where's the 1 cup? Yep, he's just going to, we're just pouring it out of the thing. See where that line is? Inside. Oh, okay. Yeah, right there. So that's a half. Okay. Hold on, I need one more. I need another half. All right, so here's the 1/2 cup of milk. So I'm putting that in. You need another one? Yep. All right. And can you guys hear and see okay? So there's the other 1/2 cup of milk. All right. So we're good. So the only thing I have to add now are the eggs. So I'm going to go through the ingredients again. Oh, there's Aisha. Good to see you. And there's Backlash. I want to make sure I say hello, but I'll put you on the screen as soon as I move this in. Now, I'm going to put the pan back on the stove. Well, this is really heavy. As soon as you're done with that. Yeah. Can you, yep, right here. Yep. It's warming up. All right, I got it. Yep. Okay. We'll warm that up. Let that go. But anyway, now I'm just combining everything. So I'm going to push this back a little bit. And hopefully you can see. As I said, we got a lot of wires going. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't have a situation here. All right. So I'm just beating the egg. And this is a whole egg. And I just like to make sure I beat the egg so that it's all combined. And so that's really it. Okay. So if you want to, you can pour the sausage in there.
Which one?
The other one right there. Yep. It's gonna, there it is, sizzle. All right. So anyway, this is the mix. And what I'm doing is I'm just mixing it all together. And this is on medium. It's really going. So my husband, oh, be careful. Just don't burn yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just watch your fingers there. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I'm just mixing it together. See if I got it right. All right. So, and this is andouille sausage. So any of the Southerners there, like I said, I like to eat kielbasa. I'm not a fan of regular sausage. Oh, you know what? Stir it. Yeah, keep that moving. Mm-hmm. You got like stir it like fast. Yeah, because it's burning. I can put a little water in there. I may have to do that because it's really. I hate to have it. Here, I'll just do this. Yeah, that pan is really moving. It's moving faster than the pancakes. I'm surprised. There you go. Just watch your hand. Okay, there you go. All right. So we're just stir frying a little bit of andouille sausage, and just having some protein. Because the biggest thing with all of this, I think we just need a little bit of protein. All right. So Cuppy wants to know, are you going to share today? Are you sharing?
No.
All right. Oh, I forgot this. So my husband drinks the lactose-free milk, and it's very runny. So I'm not liking the consistency of these. It's a little runnier than I would like. So I may put just a little more flour in there. And I measured this very, very closely. But anyway, these are a little runny, but we'll see how this goes. All right. Okay. So what's that?
No, I was thinking of what are the other ones? Crepes.
Oh, crepes. I know this is very runny. So I'm putting some cooking spray. Let me see if this front. Let's turn this up a little bit. A little bit of spray in there. All right. When I always forget to flip it. It's not a flipper. Yeah, let me try this one. Okay. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to try the stainless steel one, even though I don't like stainless steel. But so this is a stainless steel pan. That's a stainless steel pan. Let me just go to the comments. So we got Brian Lynn. Ooh, yay. Let's go back up. Oh, yes. Okay, so we have, okay, Susan said she liked my sweater. MOBS shared me out. Thank you. There's Brian Lynn and Susan. Good to see you. And we got Backlash. Hello. You'll be doing the hangout on Sunday. Yep. I try to catch you. Yeah, I felt so bad that, we really tried to get I forget what the heck was going on Sunday.
Okay.
No, but like there was like all kind of, I was really, usually I'm not that busy. So anyway, but I was busy. There was a lot going on Sunday. But anyway, hey, Brian Lynn, everyone's saying hello. Thanks for sharing me, Ashley. Got Susan. Oh, thank you for the sweater. Yeah, for the compliments. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. There's Laura. There we go. Good to see you. Cuppy's working on her slippers and everyone's saying hello. And while this is warming up, you'll be working on a crochet scarf. Okay. There's Aisha's creations there, crochet creations, handmade items. I mean, and I know you're having a giveaway, right, Aisha? Or is it over? It might be over, but she's been working on that. She got some new family members, and Cuppy said she'll be there. If you want to join, I have an I Bring It Everyday group, and I'm still finding my mission, but I just like to post anybody who feels like posting anything they make. It's all good. You can join my group. Let me just fire that up a little bit. Now that got too cold. Okay. So then I think we got everybody. Yay. I caught up. Now let's see how hot this is. I want this a little bit warmer. Sometimes I said, I wish I had one of those stoves, a gas stove. Sometimes I wish I had a gas stove. But we have electric, it is what it is. Yep. And I probably could put a lid on that and just let that go. I just didn't want that to burn. Right rear. Got it on medium. The front, still just a little bit warm. It's a little cold. Oh, so anyway, but while we're waiting, so gluten-free, what I learned, if anybody's gluten-free, is that you can use oats. Oats are gluten-free. And you can actually take oats and work them down into a powder, and then you should be able to eat pancakes. Yeah, so I have one of these magic bullets, and all you do is you just let me put that in the shot there.
Grind it.
Yeah, you just grind it up. So I'll just show you. just for funsies, what you can do. So you can just take some of the oats. I'm going to pour them. Hopefully I won't spill them on the floor, but I'm just pouring them into. I'll just do like a cup. So there's a little bit of oats there. And all you have to do is just take oats. I like to use whole oats because I feel like you get more, it's less processed. So I use the whole oats. Now, these aren't whole oats. These are actually quick oats, which I'm not as much of a fan of. But yeah, these are the quick ones. But anyway, you can use whatever kind of oats that you have. And maybe not the Scottish ones. I forget what they call those things.
Steel cuts.
Steel cut. Yeah, steel cut are very, very hard, and they almost need to soak. So anyway, all I say is probably don't use those, the steel cut. But I have this plugged in here. See if they can see it. Yeah, this is still warming up. It's very slow today. So anyway, so all you do, and let me put it into the shot here. I think, there we go. So you see, these are the oats here. So all I'm going to do is this is the magic bullet. And what it does is, no, see, it's not spinning. It was spinning before.
You're not getting it in there.
Hold on. Yeah, I got to put this down. Hang on. Put it tight. Do what? Just
When
tell
you
me.
Drop it. Spin. You gotta.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Maybe he can. It's not spinning. It was spinning earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can fix it. But anyway, it's not spinning. I don't know what happened. No, it's not spinning.
Oh.
Yeah, turn the.
It's not catching because of the. This is kind of.
Oh, that's what's messed up.
Yeah.
But it was working earlier though. Let me try. Yeah, unhook it and then see if you can.
No. It's not that.
It's not working.
It's this guy here. It's wearing down.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right.
the problem with this. Let me see.
Or try it the other way. No, it was spinning earlier. So that's weird.
No.
Yeah, maybe screw that on again. We'll see if it works.
No, it's pretty much it's not this. It's the
It's not.
this part right here is wearing down.
Yeah. Well, don't do that. You'll burn. You'll cut yourself.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, don't do that. Just
Sounds
put. Yeah,
stupid, yeah.
just see if you can screw it on.
No, it's screwed on. It's not catching.
It's just not catching. Okay. Well, anyway, what you can do is take a. It was working like 20 minutes ago, but I guess this is what happens when things die. We've had this for a long time. You have to squeeze it. Yeah. There it is. It's going, but it's not going. I hear it. So there's let's see, we got Liz. We got 1SP. Hey, oatmeal's good. But anyway, our little blender's not working. So I don't know. All right, so let me turn this off. So the sausage. So anyway, I just made some andouille sausage just for extra. But anyway, here goes the pancakes. So we got them all made. They're looking pretty good. Just making sure everything's nice and yeah, but our little blender, but all you have to do is you can turn that off, Moses. Yeah, forget it, and unplug that. The all you have to do is just blend oats in an oatmeal or have a. Actually, I could probably use the stick thing, but I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway,
I'll do that. So.
but you see, I'm just putting the pancakes in, and I like to try to make them. I'm not fancy with them, you know what I mean. I'm just doing a. But hopefully these will turn out okay. I used to have a griddle, but my griddle just burned up. It was terrible. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this is going to be probably way too big, but here it goes. Not way too big, but anyway. So these are the homemade pancakes. And all you have to do is just, cook them till the bubbles. You guys all know how to do that. But let's see. I want to read the chat here. So we got so oats are the goats. That's right. Oats are really good for you. Turn that off. Yeah. Yeah. Just go up and down. Yeah. There you go. So he's using the stick blender to break up the oats. And we'll show you what they look like. All right. Ooh, these are really runny. These are a little runnier than I would like them, but it is what it is. Oh, that looks good. Oh, perfect. Okay, it's working. All right. Okay, you can stop. It's loud. Okay. So anyway, so he just show him the stick blender. So this is what he did with the oats. So you remember they were filled up a little higher, but he just, pull it back. So you can see the stick blender. He's using the stick blender.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I know. since our other little blender wasn't working, but this looks pretty good. You can see. So it basically makes oat flour, and you can break it up. You can do it more fine or less fine or whatever, but that's what you do. And then you'll have flour. So there it is. All right, so I'm going to make this bigger. I probably should have done this earlier. Let's sew this. Okay, so there are the pancakes. Hopefully these don't stick. It looks like we have a pretty good. Oh, this is going to be well done. Because I had the pan pretty hot, but there it is. There's the pancake. Let me grab the plate. I always forget the plates. Oh, yeah. On a pretty plate here. Mm-hmm. And I always have these. Okay. So anyway, there's one pancake. All right, this is looking pretty good though. All right. And sausage, since it's already cooked, you're just sort of heating it through. But anyway, all right. Let me grab I don't know where the pinchers are. Oh, here we go. Got them. Okay. So, I'm just going to grab some of this. All right. Okay. So anyway, there are your pancakes. Now I'm going to keep making more and reading the chat room. This is for Moses. I'll make you more, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Can you grab the syrup? I'm giving you both plates. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hand this. I'm going to give you the syrup. Mm-hmm. So this is the R.I.P. Aunt Jemima. This is the last one, but you see there's no picture. This is the end. We got this at Ollie's. Good stuff, cheap. So anyway, let me give you that. All right. So I'm gonna make a few more, and then we'll go to the chat. So everyone's saying hello. Hello. Oats is the goat meal, right? Yep. Everyone's saying hello. I'm just gonna pour like another one in. Yeah, these are a little runnier than I would like. I like them a little thicker, but my husband, uses that lactate-free milk, so they're runny. So I would say if you use that, you might want to put less in. But this is one of the biggest pans that I have, and I like it because it's almost a griddle, but not really. And so anyway, I'm going to go to the chat and let those cook. Everyone's saying hello. And anyway, thank you guys for coming in. It's been one of those days where there's my coffee link. Hopefully it's working today. Yep. What?
Your link.
Oh, no, it's in there.
Your banner.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dang it. I always forget my banner. Hold on. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Hold on. We'll do this one. There we go. So if you want to drop your link, just type Kelly. I always forget to put my banner on. You go back to comments. Let's see. Nom nom nom. I like the color of my pancakes. I like that color. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. And more fine sounds better than saying finer. I know. I just said finer. If you want to do it, finer, more fine. Yeah, I like it. Yep. Okay. So Joy's at the dentist. Ooh, you feel like I'm at the dentist with the drilling. I know that's terrible. I don't. Yeah, I'm not a tool person. Sorry, Mater. They're just loud. They really are, like decibels. It's terrible. Here we go. Go on this side. Uh-oh, I just made them on top of each other. But anyway, so like I said, with the oat flour, like you can make your oat flour and you can make it more, like I said, you can make it more fine, less fine. Yeah. So anyway, but that's a way for the gluten, for people who have gluten issues that you can, take your, at least minimize some of that for you. So there it goes. Let's keep going. So Brian, good to see you. Oh, what did Nightbot do? Oh, there's one SP. Yeah. Kelly is the griddler. I missed that. Hello. Wago Homestead. Yum. Ugh, pancakes. Yum. I enjoy making. Yeah, me too. Let's see. Nightbot retracted. Uh-oh. You should own Kellogg because no one makes breakfast better than her. Oh, very nice. And Lena Rita, good to see you. And she said, here in Norway, we can't use oats as gluten-free unless they are marked as gluten-free because, oh, yeah. So there is a little controversy. I'm glad I meant to talk about that before. So they say, generally speaking, oats, can I have that plate? oats are generally speaking gluten-free, but sometimes these companies produce items with gluten-free, and you can just put it down. That's good. No, over there, on top of there. Yep, yeah. That they sometimes produce things in the plant of the same of gluten with non-gluten items. So that's the little controversy. But they say generally speaking, oats are for gluten-free, which I never knew. So anyway, so I learned something new this week. That was pretty exciting. So anyway, but like I said, I thank you all for coming. If you want to drop your links, you guys can link up if you haven't known. 1SP has been a supporter of my channel for a very long time, and I'm so glad you're here. I really appreciate you. And then actually what I'll do, if anybody wants to come up and just chit chat for a few minutes, because we're done much faster. Oh, what if I want more gluten in my food? I know. I'm not exactly. Oh, here's Joanne. Good to see you. Okay. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. And thanks for coming, Liz, also. You've been such a good supporter. So anyway, but like I said, let me put the link out. I don't know if Cuppy feels, if she wants to come up. I asked her to see if she wants to come up. Backlash, if you want to come, you like to come up and say hey. But I don't know if you're working or what's going on. You probably are. Oh, and there's Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Okay, I think I missed you. But 1SP has some good poetry. So if you want to check out his channel. And we have a lot of crocheters. So like Mobs, Yarnery, and Cooking. So she does some cooking. We got Joanne Darling's crochet channel. Brian Lynn does a little bit of everything. Let me make sure I don't burn these. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. So I'm just going to finish making these, and we're just going to keep going. Oh, Cuppy's going to fall asleep. Yeah, I know you're tired. And Rebecca, good to see you. Thanks for coming. So we have a lot of crochet people here. I saw Carol. There's Liz. Yeah, Liz is crocheting more. So I'm just going to shout your channels out just as I come. Joy's a crocheter and supporter. Oh, yeah, could have made that banana stuff to serve on top. Oh, the bananas Foster. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Moses will be no help now. LOL. Yeah. Oh, yes, right. I saw that. Les Fine. Cuppy's like, yeah. You like the color. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yep. So let's see. Oh, Huga Homestead. I didn't get a chance to say hello to you. All right. Okay, there's Liz. Hey. All right. Hey, Liz. How are you? Welcome.
How are you doing today?
Good. So you're having your show tonight, right?
Right.
What time is your show? And tell them what you do.
Crocheting a little extra, but I'm doing costumes. Don't mind me and my bells for tonight.
Okay.
Just like the weirdest reason why I have bells on my boob, but it'll work out later on.
Oh, you're working out. Nice.
Yeah. Well, it's for so sorry. Time for tea.
Yeah.
It's for our Naughty Elves party that we're having tonight.
Okay.
So, got to do a little something fun for the holidays.
Yeah, that's good. Yep. Are you doing the Vlogmas at all?
No. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I was in Ursula's live and they were talking about that, and I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot they do that." Yeah.
No, I'm good. Yeah. It just feels very stressful. Like it's not only is it close to the holidays, your own stuff, and then to still have to do YouTube holiday. It's like, no, I'm good.
Yes.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's too much for me.
Yeah. No, I understand. 1SP saying I have a bone to pick with Liz. I'm afraid to ask. Oh boy.
Oh, who?
Oh, by not doing Vlogmas. Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like I said, I was telling Ursula, I said I did video every day in April. And they have it also in August, VEDA. And that was a lot. I mean, but also April was easier for me because I was out and about doing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, well, this is a little well done, but oh well, it is. You want
Every
more?
day, then
Okay.
you are very lucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was really, really warm. And so I was out and about and I was doing stuff. And so it was easier, you know what I mean, for me to do something.
It's 100%.
Yeah. But now I don't want to be outside because it's not very fun,
Right, 100%. It's freezing outside.
It's freezing out there. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. So my whole thing is, maybe August. Maybe August I'll do something.
With warm weathers, wanting to be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't hear a thing anyways. Like here, it is so cold. All you would hear is ooh, ooh, the whole dang time because it's so cold outside.
And the wind. Yeah, the wind blowing really hard. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's a lot. Like I don't want to have to deal with that. So
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I like to keep all my fingers intact, please.
Yeah. Yep. Now how many subscribers are you at? You're 500?
Yeah. 500, I think in 509, I think.
Okay.
So
you're getting there. Yeah.
Slowly, but I kind of like it though, going the pace I'm going, because I feel like if I would hit going from where I'm at to whatever amount, I feel like I would have more. I don't know. I would feel like I would have more pressure on me to entertain the newer people that are coming in.
Right. Yes.
One or two trickling in here and there. It's one of those like, whew, I could do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. Like I said, I did it and I did a lot of creative stuff to make it happen, but I don't know if you know what I mean? It was weird. And a lot of people say, oh, you get a lot of subscribers and growth. And I really didn't. It was a lot of work.
It feels because I'll be a year in February.
Yeah. Okay.
And, I mean, it does feel like a lot within, that year span. And I know a lot of people have been monetized within that year, and you're like, that's good and everything. But to me, I just like the pace I'm going. I don't go by anybody else's pace. I like mine, and we'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm saying I don't like a stress life, so the less stress for me, the better.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry for all the bell sounds, but
no, that's cute. Now, can I solo you for a second?
Sure.
So you can show the.
It's not cute. Let me tell you
the
guys.
Bells.
I got bells on the boobs, so
that's funny. That's cool.
I just kind of thought of something naughty, and I was like, well, the strippers be like, bam, bam, bam.
Oh boy. Girl.
Again. Naughty elves, so we got to do something extra.
So anyway, we're done with that. This is a half a serving. Now, how many are there? Can you count? Here, just is that one? You ate 2, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe that's 10 or 12. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, so like a half a serving, and that's enough. And you could actually put these in the freezer, and then later on. But I made these like medium size. I made the 2 pretty large, but
5, 6.
So there's 6. He ate 2. That's 8. Yeah. So anyway, but I made the 1 or 2 kind of large. But anyway, that's how you do the homemade pancakes. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
Right. They are the best, if you wouldn't believe. Like, I'm more of a person that I like to buy everything separate. Like, I don't like to buy the box of pancake mix.
Yes.
It just tastes way better when you put it together for some reason, because of not all the stuff they put in our food.
Mm-hmm.
Way better.
Yeah. And that's what I was like, I'm kind of like I was trying to tell my husband, like, we're trying to get ourselves back to as much on processed as you can, but it's hard, because, you really have to go out of your way. So we buy flour, we buy sugar, we buy salt,
Yeah, like
baking soda, baking powder. Like we do it the hard way. But you see, it only took like 3 minutes. I spent more time talking and reading the chat than it actually took to make the pancakes.
yes, 100%. Because that's too, we'll make like the same mix. Well, you can make waffles out of the same mix.
Mm-hmm.
You could put vanilla in there. You
You
could
can
put,
do that. Yep.
whatever flavor you like in it.
Mm-hmm.
Maple syrup, like whatever flavoring you like.
Yep.
Really good.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We've done cotton candy pancakes. Don't ask, but they were delicious for the kids.
Yes. And my daughter likes to do the chocolate chips, which I'm not going to do.
Right?
Yeah. So that's the one thing that we sort of do, and just to kind of say. So anyway, so I'm just trying to get people thinking, make your own stuff. It really doesn't take that much, and you can sort of do it your own way. So like I said, my 2 substitutions, you can do the oat, the oat flour if you want to do it. It's supposedly less gluten. So if you have a gluten issue, if you don't like to use the oil, you can use you can use coconut oil, and I know that would probably be good in there. You'd have to melt it. You know what I mean?
You can use butter. My
You
husband
can use butter.
butter.
Yep.
I put oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can change that, or the applesauce, and the applesauce comes out great.
Mm-hmm.
Nice texture. They're very, very nice texture. Yeah.
And I always try to tell people, like, say you buy flour, you can
Mm-hmm.
make pancakes, you can make bread out of the flour, you can make multiples compared to just buying one pancake mix.
Yep.
You
Yep.
can only make pancakes. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
So you do get a good benefit of buying to make, because you can make it into biscuits, you can make
Yep.
it into whatever. So you are 100% correct on 100, and a lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm. So Samoan Watchman, you got to tell us your own salt. Are you joking? I think you are.
Oh, sea salt.
Sea salt,
Oh,
maybe. Yeah, you could probably get sea salt. Now, the thing that I found with what's that?
It's a process.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing with sea salt with me is that it tends to be very, very coarse. It tends to be coarse, and so something like my daughter was throwing a lot in there, and it was very, very salty. Like it was too much salt, at least for my taste buds.
Yeah, it's one of those, the little small grains, the iodine or iodized salt or whatever, is less saltier than.
Yes.
So it's one of those, like, you gotta be like just one shake compared to, 5 shakes. Yep. So 100.
Yep. So that's the thing that's so crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm gonna take this off the screen since we're done. But with that part. But anyway, yeah, I mean it is very interesting how how you can change different things. Oh, but yeah, Cuppy's crocheting. Yep. Joanne Darling saying hello to you.
Hello.
Dark Sky says the recipe I use is a YouTube recipe. I think it's one of the best pancake recipes out there. So is there anything different than what I put in there, Dark Sky, or was that similar? Yeah, this one has a lot of baking powder in it. Baking powder, yeah.
I love baking powder. It makes your pancakes very fluffy.
Yeah.
You can make your own baking powder.
Oh, true, you can. Yep. Now, how do you do that? You can tell the class.
I would actually need to go look at my recipe book, because
Yeah.
I always tell a lot of people, you kind of gotta don't depend on YouTube, because if anything should ever happen, the power goes out or the internet goes out, there goes all your recipes with
that. That is true.
So write them out, or print them, do whatever you need to do to have a physical set at home.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I love it, girl.
This thing is beat. Those are cute. Those are really cute. But yeah, this is my recipe book, and it is beat to all, it's beat.
You use
big stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what, are you having coffee or are you doing tea?
I'm doing tea.
Tea?
I started coffee because I felt like I can't sleep as is. With my health issue stuff, I can't sleep.
Yes.
Drink coffee on top of that. Good luck on sleeping. So I changed from coffee to tea,
Okay.
and I don't even know if that's even working. So
Yeah. Well, I know you have sleep problems because I see Liz up till like 3 and 4 in the morning.
and try to catch the moon. Well, go to bed before the sun comes up. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm able to catch it. Sorry for the bells, you guys. I'll take off this shirt in a minute.
She's getting ready for her Christmas. So 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1 teaspoon baking soda. Okay. And they are really fluffy. I've written down that recipe. Oh, that's good. Yeah. See, baking powder, I believe, is a combination of baking soda. And now he just took the thing away. Let me
They
see.
don't. I thought they looked bad, but I'm watching them on the TV. They don't look that. I mean, it looks awful that I feel like I'm adjusting my boobs when I'm bells, but it's
Yeah.
not. I promise, I'm not adjusting my boobs. I am adjusting my bells.
Yes.
Saying.
Yeah, let me see what's in here. So this has sodium bicarbonate and cornstarch and monocalcium phosphate. So this is a phosphate bicarbonate baking soda. But there's a phosphate, I forget what the other one is. There's 2 different kinds, and one is tartrate. That's what it is. But I guess it has cream of tartar. So it's like a combination of cream of tartar and the sodium bicarbonate, which is the baking soda. So you have to look at the type of baking powder that you have. Yeah, so there's 2 different kinds. Sorry, 2 different kinds of baking powder: a phosphate and a tartrate. There we go. I got it now.
What kind I use? The one that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
I love all this homemade stuff, like how I say you can make your own baking powder. But look,
Yes.
I don't want to go that far into
Yes.
making all natural. Let's bring it back just a little bit.
Yes. Okay. Black tea and evaporated milk. I think Brian Lynn says you need a hat also. Do you have time to make a beanie? I think she does before tonight.
I have a hat, and then I have my little, you guys, you don't see it yet, but it does say ho ho, and then the word ho, HOE.
Yes.
So that's going to be here on the top.
Okay.
This is my little, don't ask. It worked.
Okay. All right.
I got to finish it.
Okay. So Samoan Watchman has an olive tree in the back of his.
Oh, that is so nice.
That's cool. Make your own olive oil or olive wine. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, that's really awesome. So, but anyway, like I said, if you're new to cooking or want to get better at cooking, this is a good cookbook. I finally found the title. Yeah, this one is so beat. So it's called Meta Givens Modern. Let me see if I can get it under there. Oops. Oh, that's right. I took it down. This is Meta Givens Modern Encyclopedia of Cooking. So I'll show it to you this way. There it is.
Put yourself solo.
Yes, I will. Hold on. Okay. All right. We'll see you. Yep. So there we go. Yep. I always forget to do this. I forgot I took down my other camera, but there is. That's the one that I use. Ooh. And if you're, it's hard to find. It's not hard to find, but for a while there, it was a little hard to find because a lot of the flea market people, like it kind of got expensive on the secondary market. But it's got about 50 editions, maybe more. I don't know how many. They have just boatloads of editions. But the thing that's really nice about it is it talks about shopping. It talks about cooking. It talks about how to buy meat, how to store meat, what's a good chicken, what's a bad chicken, what's a good fish, how to clean it, how to clean game. So for our homesteaders, they talk about deer and venison and squirrel and some other stuff. It's all in here. Squirrel, yeah, all that stuff. And then it has a whole pastry section where they have a basic bread recipe, which is really good. And then you can make it into rolls or just loaves of bread. And all different kinds of sandwiches. There's even like some pictures. Like I'll show you this one picture real quick. I just happened to find this today. But this is the stove. I don't know if you see, it's that big old double stove that people used to have, and all the pans and pots and the double boiler and the frying pan, like what to buy.
Yes.
So I mean, there's some really old stuff in here, and I just love to go through and just look at things like that for different recipes, and then you just tweak them to what you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of them are like very old, like before
They
a lot
are.
of stuff that
Yeah.
we have now. So it's more like a guideline of what you
Yes.
would want to do. Doesn't mean
Yep.
you have to follow it 100%.
Exactly. Yep.
But it does help. It does help
Mm-hmm.
you for you
Yep.
to get to where you want to be in
Yep.
cooking.
Yep. Yep.
I have that a lot. Like I've been doing the flour tortilla recipe.
Oh yeah.
I've done it with so many with pig lard. I've done it with Crisco. I've done it
Okay.
with now I have a recipe that is, I know people will be like, why are you putting coconut milk in your, you don't taste it, but it does make your tortilla very fluffy.
Interesting.
Exactly. I never thought of using it either. I remember
No.
my godmother would make them, and it was just flour, kind of pig lard or whatever,
Oh wow.
stuff like that, like, 4 things in it, so to, you don't have to follow exactly what they do. You just
Yeah.
tweak it to your liking.
Hello.
Hey, look who's
How
here.
you doing? Liz, I'm very disappointed in you, Liz.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Liz, you need to do Vlogmas this year. You did it last year. I don't know
Oh,
why you don't do it this year, Liz.
No, this is my first year. I've never been on YouTube. I started in February.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, you need to do it this year, Liz. You need to do it this year.
just like pressure, right?
Well, we're doing the naughty party. We actually are doing it every Friday. Two YouTubers will be doing the parties and whatever, just to give back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
So less stressful, one time a week,
Yeah.
So ours starts today. It's Bridget with Queen Cast with Bridget. Her party starts
Okay.
at 6 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, and
Okay.
it's 7 Central for me.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be giving giveaways and just, chit-chatting and,
Okay.
spending holidays with everybody that might not have someone to spend holidays with,
Uh-huh.
so
Very nice.
that's what we're doing.
Okay. Awesome. So Vanessa,
What about Kelly? You gonna invite Kelly on there?
She could come up. I don't have no co-host for mine.
yeah,
at all.
she's open. Like I've seen everybody on her channel.
Yeah, 100%. Whoever wants to come up, and if I'm 100% supporter of anybody that wants to be out there. Even if you don't, still be like, hey, go subscribe. You never know. They might want to, someday be like, hey, I want to do videos now. And you already have,
Mm-hmm.
50, 60 people already supporting you. So,
There you go.
we try to help everybody, or at least, I do 100%. Look, I need to take my bells off because they're going to start getting annoying. I'm just away.
Thank you for supporting me.
When my hand, look, any movement, it's gonna get on people's nerves tonight.
No, you're fine. I mean, it's good. So, so like I said, I'd like to thank everybody who came in. Make sure you're definitely appreciated for supporting me, because I know this is a weird time. This isn't my normal time, but I just said I want to do it because I have to be out later today. So I just want to make sure I at least get my cooking in. I pre-recorded a video, and I don't know if you guys are interested, but I made I made a video on how to do a pie crust, and it was so boring. Like it was horrible. Like I was falling asleep watching it. I may put it up and re-edit it and do some work on it, but I just said, oh my gosh. Oh, hey Crystal, good to see you. See you popping in. Yeah, so I just made pancakes real quick. And my husband just disappeared. Let's see if I can reach this real quick. I'll see what I made. Yeah, my husband, it was funny, like he like ate and ran. He had to go to the mailbox. So these are the pancakes here. If you can see those there, but there they are.
Let me go take my bells really quick.
They came out okay,
They're pretty fluffy. They're
pretty
gluten
fluffy.
free.
Yes, isn't that amazing? Yeah. So
Hey there, Elaine. How you doing?
yeah,
Oh, I had to take off that top layer of shirt. Trying to get
he's
them
got a
on.
lot of clothing on.
And then
So
so cold here, so extra layers of clothes is
yeah, yeah,
us.
you're in the cold, windy place. Yep,
Not fun.
it is not fun. Yeah, I have that. I got that heat going. I said we were lucky. We just had. Let's see. Hook that yarn. Hi, what is it, Liz? I love the shirt a lot. I think that's what she's saying there.
Okay,
She's
thank
saying hi to 1SP.
still
And
working,
hey,
but thank you.
yeah. So that's kind of where we are. But so anyway, I'm gonna end it in a couple of minutes because I have to leave in about a half an hour and run. I'm gonna stuff my face and run out.
You
But
got it.
but I thank you for sharing any information. So 1SP, what do you eat? I'm gonna ask you real quick. What's your favorite go-to meal? I saw oats. You mentioned that.
Oh, well, we're talking breakfast or dinner because I don't eat lunch. So we're talking
Mhm.
breakfast or dinner.
Whichever. You
Well,
have the floor.
I'm more of a breakfast kind of guy, and
Hmm.
I love when LJ, my 15-year-old, makes salmon croquettes. I love it
Ooh,
when he makes salmon croquettes.
fancy.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. I didn't teach him that. I didn't teach him that. He got that
Oh.
from like his mother's side of family. So
Hmm.
one of his uncles or his grandmother probably taught him. But I love when he makes salmon croquettes, and he make like the most amazing cheese omelets that I ever taste. And like
Ooh.
that's like my number one breakfast. But other than that, like I prefer salads for dinner. I love a great grilled chicken Caesar salad. I
Yeah, I
love
do
that.
love that. Me
I
too.
love that. Without
Sounds
croutons. If I get croutons, I
Yep.
like to use my own cornbread for croutons.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to use my own cornbread for
Yeah.
croutons.
And that's real easy to make. Now, do you like your savory or sugary?
Say again?
Do you like savory or sugary cornbread?
I like I really like savory, but I have two kids that like sugar in their cornbread.
Yes.
So so yes, I don't really put sugar in the cornbread. I
Hmm.
use the actual syrup from like corn, like
Hmm.
canned corn, and it's already sweetened enough.
Yes.
So that's what I use.
Okay. No, I do like breakfast. That's my favorite meal too.
Oh, look at you! Look at you!
breakfast for dinner. I love breakfast for dinner. Yeah.
Hmm. Look at this. Cornbread.
Mm,
I,
Yep.
if I do breakfast for dinner,
Hmm.
like my kids will like get in a habit of eating that over and over for dinner. So
Yeah. Then
I
you
have
have
to
to.
like
Yeah.
watch when I eat it that I'm not around them when I eat it.
Yes. Yes.
Um, because I want them to have a breakfast, but if they eat breakfast for dinner, then they're not gonna want to eat breakfast the next morning. And if it's on school morning, then they're not
Hmm.
gonna want to eat breakfast.
Mm.
So I have to watch what I do around them. But yes, I love eating breakfast for dinner, but like if I could get my Caesar salad, I'm good off the
Yeah.
breakfast. I'm good off the breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Shelly. Just Shelly's here. And then Samoan's saying, breakfast has no limits. That's true because you can go, like, when you go to you ever go to a brunch where they have, like, I went to this brunch. There used to be this Holiday Inn near me, and they would cut turkeys and ham and roast beef, and they'd have like the eggs,
yeah.
bacon, ham, sausage, omelets, waffles, pancakes. And I said, yeah, I just love the, I love the, having a little bit of the protein. And that's the whole thing. Like with me, I feel like I need the protein just to balance it out a little bit. So
Right.
Samoan said he's doing a cereal channel. Oh my word. Please
Mm.
add crepes. Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband loves those actually, Dark Sky. Everyone's saying hi. And this is Dark Sky's link.
Now, if you ever been to like um
Oh.
let's say IHOP or Denny's or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't mind eating, breakfast,
Right.
for dinner and stuff like that. But what I like to do with my kids, I like to take like a board game, like
Okay.
Monopoly or because like the food take forever there. So
Right.
I like to take
That's a
Monopoly
good
or
idea.
something while we're like waiting on the food, and even like while we're eating or having a conversation, like
Yeah.
we can still play Monopoly. It's pretty fun.
That's
Everybody.
actually very. Oh, El Torito. See, they closed them around here, Samoan.
Really?
Yeah, they closed them all. Yeah, we had a couple of those. Those were great. I liked.
Toritos. I never heard of Toritos.
No, it's El Torito. It's a restaurant chain,
Okay.
and it's like I don't know what it even like what it's similar to. It's nothing, not similar to anything really else. But it's
Tex
Mexican
Mex.
on a little bit nicer level than Taco Bell. Like Taco Bell's kind of, you know what I mean. But El Torito is fancier, and they use like fresher stuff. You know.
Um, but
Mexican.
yeah, Taco Bell is a it's a chain that's been around since the 50s, and
Mm-hmm.
the what is it, Glenn Bell? He came from like McDonald's, so he was a manager at McDonald's.
Mm,
The founder was a manager at McDonald's, so
okay.
of course they're gonna do shortcuts because it's cost cutting. So,
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, food is really tricky. I mean, like since I live in the country, so I go to a lot of farmers markets. Now there's a whole controversy with farmers markets, but the nice thing that you can get is you still can get a lot of fresh food, fresh vegetables, fresh um, lettuce, tomatoes, and those kind of things. So I've definitely upped my game in terms of fresher items. So I've been really happy about that. Yeah, moving here to the country because I used to just sort of like use some frozen, use some stuff like that. And I'm really trying to get away from that and get as fresh as possible, you know.
Are, have you planted a garden since you're saying that you live now in the country, or is that
Oh, yeah, that's the sad thing. So we have a little bit of land, but the problem is we have shale in our land, and literally I can go and take a little spoon or a little garden tool and pull out boulders of shale.
oh no, yeah.
Yes. So it makes it really, really hard.
You
Thanks, Nisi, for the paw plow raid. Yep. Okay. Good to see you guys. So
right.
yeah. So unfortunately, now the 1 year. Hi, OM Granny Square. Good to see you, Miss Ursula. And what was really funny was we bought that little. I don't know if you ever saw this thing, but it's this upside down. You plant tomatoes in it, and you topsy turvy. That's it. Yeah, I'm glad my husband reminded me. I couldn't remember what it's called. It's called topsy turvy, and it was basically a plastic bag that you hang your tomato plant in, and it's upside down. Well, the 1 year I used that topsy turvy, my tomato plants just kept replenishing and replenishing and replenishing I mean, I never had so many tomatoes. But of course, I don't even think that thing is still on the market anymore. It's one of those, infomercial things. But it came out really good, like you put soil in it and you put your plant in it, but you hang it upside down. And so you don't get bugs in it and things like that, and the worms, because like the tomatoes, there's like a worm that gets them sometimes and things like that. But they
Yes.
came out delicious. And I had cherry tomatoes. I mean, we were just picking and picking and picking every day, getting 4, 5, 6 cherry tomatoes off this one plant, and it just kept replenishing. And I said, wow, this is crazy. But I never did it again. I only did it 1 year. The first year I think we moved here. So anyway.
Yeah, because even us, like we have we're thinking of doing we normally do garden. I didn't do one this year, but in what do you call those up basket things, or you build it up ground instead of in the ground.
Oh my gosh. I know what you're saying. There's a word for it. I can't remember what it's called. What's it, Moses?
Planter boxes. There you go.
The planter boxes. What do they call that when you raise the plants off the ground?
Raised beds.
Raised beds. There you go. It's like raised beds. Those come out really well.
Those would be good for I would want them because I can't bend over as much anymore.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have them higher to do all that extra work.
Right. All right. Thanks for coming, Dark Sky. Everyone's
Yeah,
saying hello.
everyone's saying raised beds.
Raised beds. Yeah, that's what they are. Yep.
Yeah.
And I've never, we just bought the stuff to make them. So we're gonna try them next year, like so when the season changes. But I don't know. Like I said, we have a lot of shale, and but we do have farmers here. But I know that they're always using this heavy machinery to move the earth because I know they had to have had a lot of shale because in the front of our yard, the people that had the house before us basically built a fence out of shale. And it's a big fence high. I mean, I'm talking I could have a mine over here if I wanted some shale. That's how much shale is there. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
Well, yeah, do what your neighbors did. Find a way to profit off of shell.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I need to because we have a lot. We could actually sell not a ton, but there's a lot out there. And I haven't even dug in certain parts of the area. So anyway, it's the weirdest thing, So
I would do the raised beds
yeah.
for like tomatoes. Like we plant stuff that we're gonna eat, like jalapenos, tomatoes.
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
I do know like the cilantro, that sucker will not die.
Oh, good.
Even snow on top of it, it will still survive.
I've killed all my cilantro.
Wow, how'd you do that? But yeah, like I always say, plant where you're gonna eat. Don't plant stuff you ain't gonna eat because it's just gonna go bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we're.
Oh, you're the last one SP.
I really want to learn how to plant onions. Those are the hardest thing, at least to me, to plant.
Well, I'll show you what you do. I did learn something. So you see this part of the onion there?
Uh-huh.
You just cut a little piece of it off, put it in water, and it'll sprout.
Oh, really?
And I think you might even be able to stick this in the ground. Yeah. But this is where the roots are. Oops. Right there.
Nice.
So I just bought this onion yesterday and I said I'm going to use it for something. But yeah, that's all you have to do. And I think you can do that with a lot of plants. You can just cut that little part off, put it in a little bit of water, it'll sprout.
Like the lettuce?
Yeah, the lettuce, you can cut that little hump on the bottom. Yep.
The celery does the same thing.
Celery does the same.
So it's you don't have to keep buying it. You can just put it in water.
Yep.
It sprouts, put it in a little bit of dirt, and it'll continue giving you harvest off the same one, even if it's store-bought.
That's right. And you know those potato eyes? The potato eyes? Those, you can plant those.
Do you know I have a bunch of potatoes that have eyeballs on it? So I might have, here, eyeballs, not
eyeballs.
eyes.
I knew what you meant. Oh, there's me, Jane. Hello. Good to see you.
Hello.
Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, green onions. See, Shelly said, yep. So there you go. So there's some good ideas, you guys. I'm not a fancy gardener. I wish I was better, but I'm really horrible at gardening. But those are the things that I found that you can do. Yep.
Shallots, we planted one, never had planted yet. They come back every year.
Wow.
We just dehydrate them. We have a little dehydrator. We put them on there, dehydrate all the veggies, even you can dehydrate tomatoes and all that good stuff. And they are fantastic. Yeah,
it's amazing. So and then like in my favorite store, the Dollar Tree, every year they have seeds.
Oh,
you go in there, and get seeds, but if you need to. But so that's how you can regenerate with food that you already have. Yeah. But the potato eyes, I mean, you end up throwing them in the trash and then you go, man, I could have grown a potato plant.
Even like if your tomatoes are going bad, cut in a couple slices, put them in dirt, the seeds will grow.
They will grow.
You don't have to buy anything else. I mean, since you're going to throw it away anyways.
Yes, that's right. So there you have it, you guys. So we learned some new stuff and we made some pancakes. Let's see what Shelly say. Put green onions in water, cover them, and keep them in the fridge until they keep long. Oh, okay. Oh, she said put them in. Okay, so you put green onions in water, cover them, and keep them in the fridge. They keep longer. Yeah, that's true because those stems do get yucky sometimes. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's really good. But anyway, well, you guys, I have to run. But I want to thank you, Liz, for coming, and thank you all for showing up. It's been pretty awesome. And I'll give you just a couple more minutes. You can drop your link. I'm going to eat a couple more pieces of this.
Okay, well, I'm
And,
gonna so you can.
okay. Well, thanks, Liz. I appreciate you. I'll pop in on you later.
All right, bye.
Okay, have a good one. All right. Okay, so I'm all alone. But anyway, thank you so much, Shelly. That was a good. I like that one. I'll put that up on there. Yep. And the potato eyes. Yeah, that's a huge thing. And that's so easy to do because they do grow in your kitchen, right? Without you doing anything. So there it is. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you guys. I have to run. But thanks for popping in. And thanks for the support. I'm always, appreciative of anybody who can spend a little time. And thanks, Joy. I hope I didn't miss you. I thought I said hi to you, but I want to make sure I didn't see you later. If I did miss you, sorry about that. But thank you. You're always here. I appreciate you so much. And there's Liz's link there. All right now. Cuppy saying, you rock, Queen, my queen. Okay. Thank you. All right. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the YouTube streets. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll be there around to see you all myself. Okay. Have a good one. Love you all. Bye. Yeah. See you. Oops. Sorry, my computer is doing some weird. Okay, there we go. Hang on. All right, one more time. Let's hit it again. Thank you. Take care.